Well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation with myself, Thomas, and as always, I'm joined by...
Myself, Paul.
And we're watching The War Games, Episode 9. It's been a... Oh, this again.
I just remembered before it happened.
It's been a great story.
Sure has. Oh yes, the Doctor sort of was pretending to side with the villains.
Yes.
Why did he get us to come here?
With all these soldiers from different time zones and different nations, this is sort of like racial stereotype 101, isn't it? Like... Do you know what? He reminds me, I've been trying to put my finger on who he reminds me of, and I know he said like still Steve Jobs and stuff, but
Yeah.
there's something of the John Lennon about him.
What contribution can you make?
Like, there's just something in the face and the glasses and the, I don't know, the laugh, the smile. I don't know. Like,
Without the long hair. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Work just as well, probably better.
Imagine all
Very well.
the people...
You shall have the opportunity to prove your ability.
I mean, the glasses are very John Lennon.
Yeah, they are, aren't
And
I don't trust you. The feeling is mutual.
they? It is fun, the animosity between those two, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good.
I bet this guy is an absolute barrel of laughs to spend time with. Shall we go to Nando's?
He's not murder, he's execution.
for your conduct.
I knew it.
Quite a striking image, isn't it?
Are you sure this new process will be completely effective?
It's kind of quite a bold thing to hold that long on someone.
Yeah.
Get up. You will obey his orders as you will mine.
Oh, I'll obey you. Here you are, you see, complete loyalty and devotion. I can do the same with all the other resistance.
Were you convinced by Jamie there, Paul?
Continue your course. If you can successfully process characters like this. Arrest him.
Order.
Arrest him.
You
Arrest
are
him.
no longer in command.
Arrest him.
Are you crazy? This machine is no good.
For you!
This guy's hilarious. Are you crazy?
Yeah, what's the matter with you, Bruce? What doing here, eh?
You said last time that Carstairs was a little bit Ian-esque, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you can definitely see that. Look at that crouch.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone move like that.
No, not at all. Oh, I mean, he's really giving him the gun there, isn't he? Like, really held that trigger down for a while. That's quite an impressive death.
It takes quite a while to kill someone with one of those, doesn't it?
Well, it seemed to with that, didn't it?
Yeah. There was a sci-fi series called Hyperdrive with Nick Frost. It wasn't especially good, but it had some hilarious moments where they went to this alien planet where they had a death ray, but it took something like a day to kill someone and a week to recharge. So they just had to strap you in this device and point the gun at you and start it. And the guy's just like chilling and doing a little dance as this very slow death ray hits him.
The Time Lords.
Who are they?
They're my own people, Jamie.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Oi!
It isn't all right, is it, Doctor?
No, it's not so.
Big stuff, big
I'm
stuff.
afraid there's no alternative.
And then Jamie said, "Oh, well, that's all right then." Oh, look at that! That's awesome.
Now, do you remember this from the Matt Smith era?
Doctor, you all right?
It rings a bell.
Yes, I am.
When the Doctor's wife, the episode where they end up
I know, I can see that.
outside the universe,
Special sort of box.
Yes.
It now contains all the
and they find the little white boxes from all the Time Lord messages.
Who for?
Yes.
Time Lords who've been there.
Well, why haven't you asked them for help before?
And the Doctor's like, I've got mail.
Jamie, but
Yes, I do remember that. And it is a cube, isn't it?
But it's too difficult for
A little white cube.
Wow, and this is where it comes from. I never thought I'd want to find out the origin of the white cube, but surprisingly satisfying.
All little things you never knew had an origin in the classic series. I mean, remember you saying you hadn't realised Unit were in the classic era?
Yeah, I know. I guess because the modern era isn't too on the nose about,
How many gods do you have?
hey, Doctor, remember this thing that you encountered in your second regeneration? We're back.
Yep.
They just kind of turn up again. And, yeah.
You killed him, but a little too late.
Oh, he's so good, isn't he?
It's brilliant.
You wanted to stop
But
the
a
war
little
games.
too late. And
Sure,
then
you
you've got
realize
these
that.
guys.
Forged that
You
recording.
just can't take them seriously. I'm sorry. Look at how long the guns are and the way they're
You wanted
standing.
to stop the war games. Kill him.
Oh, they're dropping like flies now, aren't they?
Yeah. That was great, wasn't it? With the Warlord just facing the camera with his back to all that, not watching it.
Yeah.
He's not even shooting towards them. Like he's just. I don't think you will shoot the dog. You barely point your gun in the right direction.
Yeah, I'd be scared to be in a room with that guy. I mean, I think the risk of friendly fire is high. Oh, the fight scenes
Nice.
with these guys in the suits are just hilarious. Look at that.
Well, goodbye, gentlemen. I'm sorry, but we must rush. You leave us?
Yes, what about us?
The Time Lords will return you home. Now, come on.
No one is going anywhere. It is Dr. Hichitas. He is here. We rescue him, and now he leave us here to die.
Yes, it's only fair, Doctor. If these Time Lords are friends of yours, why don't you wait for them to
You
arrive?
don't understand, Mr. Russell. I must go, please.
You stay here with us, my
Look,
friend.
I am not going to argue. Jamie, Zoe, Carstairs, into the machine.
But Dr. Lee's not joking, you know.
For once, Jamie, do as you are told.
You move and I kill you.
Then you will just have to kill me, Mr. Villa.
Well, Mr. Doctor, that is just what I will do. Let me go. I kill him.
You can't shoot him in the back. He's helped us too much.
The back, the front, what's the difference?
It's too late now, anyway.
Don't worry. When the Time Lords get him, he'll wish you had killed him. They're coming.
Oh.
They're really building up the Time Lords, aren't they? Like the Doctor's desperate to get away, and like that
Yeah.
bit just there when he was saying when he finds them, when they find him, he'll wish you had killed him, and then he's like, they're coming.
Yeah, it's a really clever move on the part of the show. It's the thing he's most afraid of, his own people. You're like, whoa, what's happened? Oh, look at that. Slow-mo.
Yeah.
Wow. This is making some bold, creative choices.
Good organy music here.
Yeah. What went wrong there? He just sort of collapsed.
Well, I mean, as you said, that is basically. You feel like that should be the finale, don't you?
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because two major characters die. So I'm intrigued by what it's going to do now, because... Yeah. I suppose, yeah, the big cliffhanger is all the Time Lords have arrived. So there's definitely... They've set it up nicely for the next one, but it was interesting, wasn't it? How much happened in that episode, and it felt like it was wrapping quite a few things up.
It feels like that's the end of like we won't see Carstairs again probably, and
Yeah,
maybe like Lady Jennifer. We've not seen her for an episode or two, have we, or maybe more? So she's kind of faded out of the story, didn't she? Like,
yeah.
I hope they found each other. Carstairs and Lady Jennifer.
Did the next episode come out on Christmas Day or something? Are they going to do a Feast of Stephen on it? Okay, we're going to make a departure from the main story and just do this extra
exactly.
Christmassy version.
I mean, what were your thoughts on it though, generally, apart from those bits we just mentioned?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I think it's the Warlord, isn't it? Philip Maddock, is that his title? He's just great because he's not on screen much, but every time he is, he completely steals the show, and just the sort of knowing glances. Oh yes, he'll wish that you killed him now when he meets the Time Lords or something. It's just like he delivers it so deliciously. And the fact that he looks like a cross between John Lennon and Steve Jobs.
Yeah, he's incredibly menacing given the fact that he barely raises his voice, and he always seems incredibly controlled and, as you say, sort of very kind of clipped in the way he says things. It's very sort of enunciated and clear and stuff. So it is a standout performance, I think.
Yeah. And what is it fleshed out in terms of the Time Lords? I mean, it made very explicit, these were my people. I'm on the run from them. It introduced that messaging system. Did we learn anything else about them?
I guess not specifically about them. We saw... well, I mean, you get the sense, don't you, that the Time Lords are someone the Doctor needs to get away from. Yeah. Because at the end there, when the guy, is it Arturo Vila, was saying, like, you know, you have to stay, and he's like, well, you just have to kill me. Like, he's like, I must go. Yeah. He's, you know, absolutely insistent that he's going to do that, even if he gets shot in the back in the process. Yeah. So, yeah, it certainly tees that up, doesn't it? And gets people. Well, it's a big story for the show, isn't it? Because we had the first mention of the Time Lords back in sort of episode 4 or 5. Yeah. By name, and now we're getting more stuff kind of eked out about them. Yeah.
And the guy with the sideburns wasn't a Time Lord, right? Or he was?
What, the War Chief? Yeah, he is a Time Lord.
He is a Time Lord. So why doesn't he regenerate?
Well, who knows? Maybe
do those guns like halt the regeneration process?
Maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he was. Maybe they carted him off and put his body somewhere, and then he regenerated and escaped. So
yeah, maybe he'll make a return.
You know. So. But yeah, so he's a Time Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
So our second Time Lord we've had in the because we've had the meddling monk.
Yes, which wasn't explicitly named as one, but is undeniably one because he has a TARDIS, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's from the Doctor's home planet. Yeah.
And I suppose Susan is a Time Lord, isn't she? Or Gallifreyan, but
yeah,
you know, but whatever. Someone outside the main cast coming in. So yeah, it's definitely expanding the Doctor Who universe and kind of the lore behind it, isn't it, in this story?
Yeah.
So, and I just think, you know, obviously, like you said, it feels like a final episode. You've got the kind of big showdown between the War Chief and the Security Chief. That comes to a head. Their animosity is like intensifies more and more through the episode. And then, of course, the Security Chief playing back the recordings and finding out about the War Chief's plans, turning on him, and then the War Chief just killing him in cold blood. I mean, it was all really well done.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, when the War Chief is killed as well, like I think I mentioned in the episode, having the Warlord standing there in the foreground, and behind him over here you can see the War Chief on the ramp up there.
Yes.
Again, just really good use of the sets and the directing there, and also about what it tells you about the character of the Warlord, the fact that he's so in control of the situation that he doesn't even have to pay attention to what's going on over there.
Yeah.
You know, as a character, he can just stare towards the middle distance. And
yeah, that's a good spot, actually. He's never in a hurry, is he?
Yeah. So little things like that, you just go, that you notice those things sometimes. I think, yeah, that really sells a character for who they are, or it's really a creative way they've done that. So there's been loads of that in this story. Well,
Yeah.
we should probably I want to get onto episode 10, but we should probably say to people, as always, do give the video a like, do subscribe to the channel, and join us on our Discord server if you want to come for more Doctor Who chat there. There's a link in the description, and chuck comments down below about what you think. But also, we'll be near the end of the season now. We've only got one episode to go, so we'll be doing our season 6 review at some point. So if you've got questions about the whole of season 6 that you'd like to ask, put them below or put them in the Discord server and make it clear it's a question for that. But otherwise, apart from that, take care and we'll see you soon for the grand finale. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.